is like, you know how they say, you know how you watch those videos and like a bull just lose control and just be running around, or a damn wild deer just jumps through a window in a restaurant or something and just be running around. That's what the hell she looks like. She just has no sense of direction. She just be running around, knocking people over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Chris 2 Cents podcast. And as you can see, I have a special guest with me. We previewed the WNBA season before it started. Now as the second half tips off, we're going to get into, some first half discussion. And it is my honor and privilege to bring back Town Biz, Oakland's finest. One of the smartest basketball minds I know, who doesn't take any shit off of anybody, by the way. Coach Mica. Meek, what's going on with you?
What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on the show again.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure for sure.
All right, so let's get into this first half. Not too much of a surprise at the top. We knew Minnesota was going to come out running, but just what do you make of Napheesa Collier's first half so far? I mean, obviously, she was going to be one of the favorites for MVP to start anyway, but it seemed like she really has just played with even more of an edge than usual for her.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think she been locked in since Unrivaled, to be honest. So when somebody locked in way before the season, there's really not much you can do. But one thing, I just love how she's leading her team. Like, she's setting the pace and the tone for her team. So it's kind of that's how Minnesota is playing together. So that's what I really enjoyed more so about her game, is that she has literally created the pace of play and energy for her team.
I mean, obviously they're not a one-person team. I mean, you got Carlton, you got the stud buds. Man, yeah. we got to talk about that All-Star game. All-Star weekend. We'll get to that later. But just what do you think about this Lynx team's chances to win the whole thing? I mean, we'll talk about what the New York Liberty just added in a minute, but it seems like this team, I mean, I don't want to hedge my bets and say they're the favorite, but they got to be one of the favorites, you think?
I think we're looking at a rematch, Lynx and Liberty, for sure. The height they can manage. I just don't know about the rebounding. How is Minnesota going to fare out rebounding? I think Cheryl has even talked about that as well. It's like the rebounding is like the concern for that team. But besides that, I mean, ain't no short of talent for sure. So, and like I said, Fee is determined. It reminds me of Asia when after she got that fourth place vote. There was nothing coming between her and that MVP trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was nothing coming between her doing that and getting that MVP trophy. Also, it reminds me of how they're playing is like the Aces with that repeat. Yes, we're going to repeat. Like, it just is what it is, or we're going to win our first one. So, I mean, for sure, like I said, with Fee, they locked in. And it's just a pace of play for them. And it's just a matter of time. So I see them back in the finals. I just think my concern is their rebounding inside. Not so much as the height problem, it's just more so of the physicality. Rebounding, sometimes you got to have a little bit of physicality, especially if you're talking about going against New York. JJ is a little bit heavier in weight. Phoebish, it plays a little bit tougher than most. You know what I'm saying? And so that is what really concerns me, because I'm like, yeah, they have Jessica Shepard. Yeah, they have Carlton. They have these other players, but you really got to get physical when you're in the trenches. So that's the only concern I have for the Lynx, to me.
And speaking of the Liberty, they just added Emma Meesman while we were on break. So you look at the size that the Liberty had. I mean, you mentioned it. I mean, JJ 6'6", Stewie, Phoebish, Niara Sabally, and Meesman are all go about 6'4", 6'5". Like, that interchange, and Kennedy Burke, I mean, she plays bigger than 6'1" to me. So when you add those 5 or 6 bigs into the mix, and then of course you got Sabrina and the menace, Marine Johannes back there in the backcourt, it's like, what can you do with this team? Like, is this the case where the only thing that can stop the Liberty is the Liberty themselves?
And health. That's about it to me. You can't even though like you may not be a Liberty fan, you can't knock them stacking all their chips so they can go ahead and repeat. But we'll see, right? Like Emma Meesseman is a baller. I don't think many people are familiar because she's been overseas for a few seasons. But if you remember that Washington Mystic run in 2019, that finals, she went nuts and she got finals MVP. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be all about the guard play for the Liberty. So that's where Minnesota be like, hey, let's stop the head of the snake. Make sure we make it difficult for them to bring the ball up because Fee and Stewie kind of cancel each other out. You know what I'm saying? You might, if Jessica Shepard can slow down JJ, that might be something. But then it's like, okay, Carlton, you're gonna have to, match shooting and slow down. Like it's gonna be a lot. So we'll see. But I do see that as a rematch for the finals.
Now we get to the rest of the league, and there's a nice little jumble, in between, in the middle with Seattle, Phoenix, Indiana, and the Washington Mystics. Who had the Washington Mystics competing for a playoff spot this early in that rebuild? But do you feel like the Storm are a disappointment? Because honestly, I do. I mean, when you think about when you have Nneka Ogwumike still playing at the very peak of her career. I mean, Skylar Diggins-Smith can still play. I'm really disappointed that Noelle Quinn is not giving Dominique Malonga more minutes because it's clear. I mean, we saw that when they beat the Liberty just before the All-Star break that she can go. So I don't know if it's a coaching thing with them. I don't know if it's just that they haven't, melded all the pieces together yet. But the Storm feel like a disappointment to me right now.
I think they're only a disappointment because you had them going to the finals.
I did. No, I
Honestly, they're in fourth place. I never had them going to the finals. To me, they're right where they're supposed to be. So I don't think of that. And I think with Noelle just looking at Dominique Malonga, yes, giving her more minutes. You could tell she's ramping up her minutes, but also Dominique Malonga has never played basketball over here. So she kind of was like, you could tell sometimes when she's a little confused, like, what are we doing? So you could tell that more time put in. Like, I would love to see how she looks after this All-Star break, right? Because she got that one-on-one time. She's been practicing with the other bench players. You know what I mean? Like, really learning the game and how to play. Because we all know international ball is not the same as it is over here. And she's 19.
Yeah.
So this is the worst she's going to be with her athleticism.
Whew.
Right? We see that as Noelle's slowly having her come along, she got better with each game, right? Because at first when she'll put her in, she's rushing and she's fouling. And you got to think about it. Who is she going to be guarding that 6'6"? She's going to be guarding Asia. She's going to be guarding JJ. She's going to be guarding, who we talking about, Bree Jones. And they got more weight on her.
Oh, yeah.
And they're veterans. You know what I'm saying? So I think her learning the game from Nneka, learning the game a little bit from Ezzy. I think she's been a disappointment to me this season. Ezzy for the most part.
I think so. I agree.
Once she learned a little bit more, you feel me? Like Nneka gonna bring her along because Nneka, we already know Nneka is headed towards commissioner or something, But she's gonna learn the game, and the more feel she gets for it, this is the worst you think about she's gonna look. You think about how Wemby looked his first season, because he was just using his height. Like, I'm taller than everybody. Right?
Yeah.
Compared to before his season got cut short, what he looked like in season 2.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just more so of her really learning the game, the pace of the game here, and the physicality of the game here too, because she didn't even play on the Olympic France team. She was on a team. She didn't even get no run or no play.
Right.
So you got to think about that. I think the more time you give her, she's going to come along. But I don't think they're a disappointment. Skylar is doing their thing. I love the chemistry that her, Nneka, and Gabby have. Of course, they all three was all-stars. I love the veteran leadership that Alicia Clark brings for them. You know what I mean? She gets them settled, especially when Skylar have her crash outs. You know what I mean? They got
Yeah.
they have enough youth mixed with veterans. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that they're in the right spot where they're supposed to be. They are the third to fifth best team in the league. Like that, they're right where they're supposed to be. I never had them in the finals. So, like I said, that's why I only think that you think they're a disappointment because you thought they was going to the finals, but they were never going to be. They're not better than Minnesota. They're not better than New York. They can compete with them, but they're not better than them solely from top to bottom. I don't think so.
That's fair. I did have the Storm as my dark horse. I think I overplayed my hand, but things happen.
Right.
All right. So about this Phoenix Mercury situation, and it seems like it's just a health thing with them.
Whoa. Okay. Phoenix Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
What? Remember how we talked about in the beginning? We was like, we don't know who gonna step up. They only got 3 people. That like what's going? Man, listen, Coach Dad, was girl dad. My boy got them. Hey, I was hard on him, but hey, brother got them playing ball, and they play together. Mm-hmm. They play together. I just really love how dude, they're an underdog. And like we never counted out AT. Come on, AT is a winner. We never counted out Satu. We know Satu's skills. That's why she called the unicorn. Ka's coming back to being healthy again. She hasn't even really played.
Right.
They're third in the league, and she ain't really played.
That's scary.
And all those international players, or they call them rookies, but they really veterans. They've been playing for a while. What's Westfield, the older sister, she's balling. What's the black girl name? Akoa.
I can't say her name. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I know who you're talking about though.
Like that.
Yeah.
Balling. And what I love is that their offense, even though they know they can go to Satu, right? They know that these other people can shoot threes, right? They're I think they're the best 3-point shooting team in the league, or at least top 3.
Well, Sammy Wickham makes them the best 3-point shooting team alone because she ain't missed all year. It seems like
defense feeds that though. Like they can shoot the 3, but their defense, literally, they lock in on defense. They play physical every single night, but that is what get them open for threes, which is crazy. That's how they're killing people. I was like, listen, I'm shocked by Phoenix Mercury, but shout out to the Mercury fans. I know it's kind of a little bit of low. Kyle got all of them. She might be one of the best recruiters. And then they got DeWanna Bonner.
Yeah.
Okay. So, she brings something off the bench. I was a little worried because I was like, dang, they got so much team chemistry going, but she just going to fill out that bench with some veteran leadership, some shoot. Listen, I like Phoenix Mercury. Do you want to play them first round in the playoffs? No. No, and they have a great home crowd. I do not think you want to play them first round because they're gonna give you everything you got. But man, what a shock! What shocking to be third. So we'll see how they look after this All-Star because I know Satu was a little banged up and she didn't get to play in the All-Star game. So and let's see how Kyle looks coming back. But all they gave themselves, they was playing with house money.
Yeah.
With the injuries. They in third place. So they gave themselves a little bit of a cushion. So we good.
And speaking of good, how about the Washington Mystics rookie core right now? I mean,
I love them.
I think the All-Star thing, it kind of got overblown because De'Erica put her 2 cents in there. I mean, as a veteran, I get why she's a little ticked, but I think that's unfair to them because Kiki's played really well. Citrone has played. Sonia Citrone should be a Chicago Sky, but that's a different conversation. We'll get to that a little later on in the show. But you got Citrone, you got Kiki, Brittany Sykes, who should have been an All-Star before replacements. Having a great year. And Sidney Johnson, he was another one of them guy coaches that we was worried about, but he's got this team firing on all cylinders. Like, what do you think? And just think about how much better the Mystics would be if Georgia Amore was playing. So this is a really good team, a little bit ahead of schedule, but if they hang on and make a playoff spot, do you think they can make life difficult for anybody in the first round?
Yeah, because they play together. Like, they just ended together. Really, they playing with house money. Once Amore went down, it was kind of like, okay, well, we'll see what it looks like this second half, right? Because now you got a little bit of scouting report on the rookies. You got a little bit of there, so they got to keep playing with that. But listen, I love their chemistry so far. I love it, but I want to know, after the CBA, what are they going to do with Shakira? Are they signing her back, or are they going to let her walk? Are they going to trade Aaliyah Edwards, like the report's been saying? Because she ain't really been given no run. Like Sydney hasn't really been giving her no run. So consistently, I would say. So what does that look like? You know what I mean? Because she was injured, and that's why Kiki started. She ain't got that starting position back now that she's been healthy. So it's like, what are we doing there? So I think they're gonna, of course, Sykes gonna be back if she chooses to come back, and I'm so happy that she got chosen for All-Star. She should have been elected first, because quiet as it kept, I don't feel like Jackie Young should have been an All-Star, and that's is what it is.
I agree with you on that. We're gonna talk about the Aces in a minute, but I'm 100% with you on that one.
First of all, I don't think Courtney Williams should have, but thank you for making her All-Star, baby, because she her stud buds made All-Star fun, okay? And I want them there next year, because I want to come to there and meet them, okay? Because they wilding. But no, for sure, I love the way that Sykes is playing. Sydney has them playing together. They believe in him too. They play for him. You can tell. They go to the huddle. What is he telling us? What to hear? And you can tell by each interview they were saying, our coaching staff believe in us. That's why we go out there and we can just play freely as rookies, because they believe in us to do what we need to do. So I absolutely love the trajectory that they are on. I just want to see what they're going to do with those veteran pieces of Shakira and Aaliyah Edwards. What is that going to look like? Because Shakira's playing out of her mind now that she's healthy. Health is what always held Shakira back. Yeah. She's healthy and she's playing well, and her and Kiki play well in the post. So what does that look like? So I love the trajectory that they own. Their team chemistry is there. And you can't fake that. If you got that and then you plug in the right pieces, there you go.
Yeah. And speaking of plugging in pieces, the Atlanta Dream, they went out and got themselves a pair of bigs this offseason. They got BG from Phoenix and Bree Jones from Connecticut. And it looked like it was going well for a minute, but it seems like BG, well, time comes for us all, don't it? I mean, we all get old. We all get old in age at some point. I mean, BG, she's still only like 33, but still, that year off, from her being, detained, hurt her. And Bree Jones is still playing well, but Ryan's having knee problems. Jordan Canada's inconsistent. It's like, what do you make of that team? It seems like Smesco, again, we really have been railing against the rookie guy coaches, but most of them have done a really good job. But what do you think of the Atlanta Dream? Do you think they have any chance to kind of turn this thing around a little bit?
I just think they need to change the starting lineup, because is BG still starting?
Yeah.
She shouldn't be starting. She can barely move out there. Like, when you watch her, she barely can move. Remember when BG used to just block everything? Like, even her later years in Phoenix, she has no lift. She has no, like, lateral movement. Like, she's just there. So, and I think they need to play a little bit faster, to be honest with you. So Bree Jones is already going to slow you down a little bit, but she can also score, you know what I mean? Efficiently and effectively. BG needs to now move. I know it's a veteran, she's BG, but she needs to move to the bench. And I think that will open up their offense a little bit, especially with Ryan out. You need scoring. Now you got to go replace 40 points. Now you got to go replace 40 points. Jordan Canada is inconsistent, but she's small. She's so small. Yeah, she going to have these games where she ball out, but she's small. Yeah. And she should come off the bench. They need a point guard. They need a point guard that can run the point, Alicia Gray is having an MVP season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The way she's playing on both ends of the floor. Not saying that she's gonna win MVP, but it is an MVP season in type of performance. Pow has fit in seamlessly, you know what I mean, which shocked me, but it's all about where you go, right? Yeah. And not when you go. They need a little bit more, probably a little bit more scoring somewhere from like a wing, a forward, a small forward or something, but they need a point guard. They absolutely need a point guard that's going to be consistent. So I think that's their whole issue. But Semesco's not bad. His thing is he coached KB. So, but I mean, in college she was efficient, but it's all about 3-point shooting though.
Yeah.
So you got BG out there shooting threes, not saying that she can't make it, but it's just she's slow. She literally slows down the offense, and you can't do that. So I think moving her to the bench, they need to move around some pieces to figure out how they can speed up just a little bit. I'm gonna take my little slow down because I got a Bree Jones just a little bit, but I know Bree is effective right now. She's still effective. She's still efficient. All that, but they need to move some pieces around to speed up just a little bit. And BG has to move to the bench. He might not want to say it. They might not want to do it because of BG and who she is. And she's going to be a Hall of Famer. It is what it is. Move her to the bench.
Yeah. It's about that time. And we got to talk about the Fever, obviously. I mean, it's so funny because before me and we conversed about the W often on social media, and there's a certain social media poster who was trying to overtalk her about CC's growing issues, and it was so wild. It's like,
listen. I tell people all the time, argue with somebody else when it comes to basketball, especially women's basketball. Argue with somebody else. We see that even in the NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it literally ruin seasons, right? We could talk about, let's just go to NBA. Kevin Durant talked about a calf strain the entire time. Damian Lillard talked about a calf strain the entire time. All of that stuff led to them tearing Achilles, right? And we know soft tissue injuries can take you out. LeBron, for the last few seasons of his career, I probably say the last 5, he's been dealing with groin issues, and where it has killed the Lakers' momentum in the playoffs. Right? You see it in the NFL. You have a groin, somebody might be out for 12 weeks, most of the season, because there's no way to really heal it. There's no way that you can really heal it but rest, but then it still might come if you twitch or you move too quick, right? She's literally dealt with a leg issue a calf strain, right? She had a leg strain that kept her out for most of the preseason. And she dealt with that over the summer. Then she came back, and then she had a quad strain. Then I'm like, she was out for multiple games. You're playing with fire.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, Aaliyah Boston is having an MVP season as well. She is balling. And I love the way she's playing with confidence. It reminds me of her run where she won every single award when she was playing for South Carolina.
And she had the trophy case locked up tight.
And she's playing like that with confidence. She just I'm Aaliyah Boston and I'm a winner. Right? Kelsey Mitchell is playing well. Right? Those other pieces are playing well, but she has not been healthy. And if you want to make a deep run, she's an important piece of that offense. The ball is in her hand. And we know the best skill to me that she has is her passing. So if she's not healthy, how the hell are you getting everybody else the ball? And we're talking about a long-term goal. They brought her back to me too early to play against the Connecticut Sun. I know TD Garden was sold out. Great. All-Star is coming up. She matters playing in the All-Star game. Do you not know how much viewership would have got for a 3-point contest with her and Sabrina in it? That matters.
Yeah.
That absolutely matters. Damn, if she played, she didn't have to play in the All-Star game. She could have put on the thing, okay, oh, jump ball, bam, got it. All right, boom, she's head out. That don't matter. She has to, that 3-point contest mattered. From a marketing and a viewership standpoint. It also matters about the second half of your season. Why not keep her out until after All-Star break and then reevaluate her? What was the point of playing her against a 3-16 damn Connecticut team?
And almost lost that game too.
Because she's not healthy. And you could tell when she pulled up, her eyes watered. That's how much pain she was in. You know what I'm saying? So all of that matters, man. Like, to me, it was just a misstep. They wasn't doing that bad without her. They panicked because they dropped a few games against the Liberty. They dropped some games, you know what I mean, against a little bit of a better team. But they also won against the top teams too.
They did. Like, I think what happened was when Rakia went on that little run when the Sparks beat them in Gamebridge. I think that's when they really started to press the panic button a little bit.
And you know what? It's Rakia Jackson, baby. She gonna have one of those games.
Best pro player, best pro prospect in the 2024 draft. I kept telling people
she's gonna have one of those games because she's one of those players. And who cares? It's the first half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I just, with the Fever, the second half of the season, it all depends on her health, how deep they go. Because if she's not healthy, they're gonna be riding in the middle. And then, or either drop.
Yeah, and
like it is what it, because she's an intricate part of that because of her passing. Her passing is elite.
Maybe they could have the enforcer just stand in front of her and let her just pass the ball.
Also, that not only her passing, but her and Aaliyah Boston chemistry of running the pick and roll is unstoppable.
Yes.
It's literally unstoppable. They put you in a pick and roll, your team is in a blender. And now, don't get me wrong, at least Leah Boston can put the ball in the basket. But your most effective offensive play is out.
Yeah.
I just, to me, they wasn't thinking long term. Now you got to go right back to square one because that groin, I'm sure, is way more strained than it was when she started.
Nobody's gonna have the heart to say it, but if she plays again this year, it's a huge mistake. I mean, you know, I'm not an athlete, but I've hurt myself enough times through different things. You know, I've sprained ankles, I've popped kneecaps. Like I popped my knee, I did something to my knee when I was running a month ago. Mm-hmm. I sat down. I was like, I mean, I'm not a 23-year-old all-time shooting great. I'm a 43-year-old nigga who just happens to try to stay in shape every once in a while. But when my knee said sit your ass down, I sat down. It's that simple. I mean, it's unfortunate, but again, like you said, you got to think long term. I mean, shout out to Kev on stage. He had a great Instagram post about, you know, how Caitlin and Angel are literally the bird position to be the bird and magic of the W. And you can't risk that. You know, let's be clear about this. And I think Mica will agree with me. It ain't a Caitlin Clark issue that we have. It's the people who cheer for Caitlin Clark that most of us have an issue with. Like we know the girl can play. Ain't nobody saying she can't. We just saying that a lot of people are using her for their, you know, their disingenuous hatred of Black people and, you know, LGBTQ women. But
I mean, that's a part of it too, but also just other media members who are not even familiar with women's basketball, trying
Christine
to talk
Brennan
and only use her name. They can't talk about nothing else but her and Angel Reese. They can't talk about women's basketball in depth. They can't mention about other players and talk about the games in depth. They can't do it. So everybody see $1 off of that discussion. And that's why it's featured on every single podcast, or the ESPN. They talk about the same thing every single time. That's why Robert Griffin III talking out of his ass against an Angel. It's just literally that. But it's just like with the Fever, man, they really do. I agree with you. Let's see how I will see how these first few games is after the All-Star break. And if she ain't feeling well, hell, I'll pull her. I'll pull her and wait for next season. That might be a marketing thing. WNBA might hate that, but we're talking about long term, and you want to win as a franchise. I would consider it.
See, this reminds me of because I think we're about close to the same age. When Michael Jordan broke his foot his second year in the league.
Yep.
And the Bulls sat him down for 6 months. They said, "No, sir. We don't care. We don't care how bad you want to play. This foot is going to heal. Is going to heal correctly, and then we'll bring you back when the time is right."
Yeah, and so people be like, "Yeah, she wanted to play." All athletes and all competitors want to play. But sometimes you got to look at the greater good because they don't see the greater good. They see is like right now, short term, we want to win. No, I need you for the next 5-6 years. Because what if she tears it?
She ain't playing next year. Right? I can tell you that.
You gotta think about everything else instead of just this season. You feel me? Like I said, I think they should consider it. If she's not feeling well, if she's not where she's supposed to be after whatever amount of rest that they give her, hey man, listen, pull her. Hell, we'll come back next season. We'll figure out what we're gonna do here. Because the new CBA, it should be in, but hell, from there, right? Like that's what it should be.
And getting back down a little further down the playoff chain, the beloved Las Vegas Aces. Oh boy. We have talked about this team from the rooter to the tutor, the quote Field Mob. And I keep saying this, and I mean, I say this, with respect to, women's rights and different things, but the Las Vegas Aces trouble all started because Becky Hammond could not mind her own reproductive system. It's really that simple to me. Because if you don't try to shame Dearica Hamby for having a baby, none of this happens. But instead, you trade her for peanuts. Then you make a whole bunch of moves that really don't make any sense. I mean, for number one, that's why Natalie Williams is no longer working in the WNBA, because for some strange reason, she decided to give Kirsten Bell a protected contract. And, it was just weird, man. I just didn't get a lot of the moves that they made. I mean, outside of, getting Alicia Clark, which turned out to be really smart. But
you got to think about Dearica Hamby. They had a chance to get Candace Parker. So they had to move that contract. Yeah. So that is the reason why. She had to figure out a reason why. Yes, she should have minded her damn business, but still, at the same time, that is the reason why. To remember, they had a chance to get Candace Parker, and they had to move that $150,000 elsewhere to trade her, right? So that's what it is. The Las Vegas Aces is stale.
Yes.
It's stale from the top down. So there's so many things wrong, but their problem starts from the top up. Nikki, it's time for Nikki to be replaced as president.
I was going to say, did she even do anything?
She's the president, so she really does she does president things, right? But the problem is that they have this missing gap with Natalie there. So there's no GM. So Nikki is playing president, GM half the time, and then Becky's playing head coach / GM. So they're doing GM co-ed. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because none of those positions are the same. So that's that. But I do think Nikki should be replaced. I just think it's time. You need something fresh. It's time. Because for you not to hire a GM, which is Nikki's job, to hire a damn GM is insane. Like, you are not a GM. I don't give a damn if you play basketball at Tennessee. I don't give a damn how long you've been in your position. You are not a GM. You have not been actively doing GM shit ever. You might have been in those meetings because you're president. You may have been briefed, but you are not a GM. Then it comes to Becky. Becky is not a GM. She is not a GM. She is not a great evaluator of talent. When it
clearly,
because
clearly,
there's no way. There's no absolute way. Like, the certain things that she does, like refusing to switch the starting lineup. You're starting games slow. You literally, most of half of the season, you think about half the season, because Nalissa only been there a week or two. They play a little bit faster, right?
Yeah.
Kia So should have never started. She should never started. She should never been getting that much playing time, period. You need to speed up the offense. Everybody is a little bit lighter. Asia has to play the 5. If Asia plays the 5, she's better than every single 5 or 4 that fucking can guard her then at that point. So you got an advantage. You have an advantage there. We have to talk about the other piece. Jewel needs to move to the bench. And you know what? Part of this is I blame Becky because Jewel came to her and said, maybe I need to come off the bench.
She said that?
She suggested to Becky that she come off the bench, and Becky just did not do it. Because talking about like that, like almost like they'll lose faith. I don't want you to lose faith in yourself. It's not that she's losing faith in herself. She can show a winner like that. You got to think about Jewel's a winner. She knows where she'll be the most effective. She will be effective coming off the bench because you're missing bench scoring. And therefore, when she's in the starting lineup, she's not the focal point. And her and Jackie almost do the same shit. They do the same thing. You can't play them two together. So, no. So moving Jewel to the bench where she can absolutely be the star of the show off the bench, and you plug in those pieces around her, makes the offense efficient. The rookie, Aaliyah Nye, which I absolutely love. I love that young lady. She is such a baller. She's going to have a long career in this league. She should be in a goddamn starting lineup. She plays both ends of the floor. Yes. And on top of that, Jewel gets fucking cooked on defense.
Facts. She looks so bad out there on the defensive end.
It's not even just her. It's not even her. Your entire fucking starting guards get cooked on defense. Chelsea is getting cooked. Chelsea looks old out there. Yeah. Chelsea looks old, and she looks confused. She's turning over the ball too much. Not having that conversation. You are turning over the ball too damn much. Enough is enough. Jackie, I should not have to tell you how to play. She's getting burnt on defense. And then she's being aggressive at the wrong time on offense. Sometimes they come back down the thing and don't even pass the ball to Asia. If we don't run this offense through Asia, what are we doing?
I told you before, I felt like her and Jewel, for most part, was freezing out Aaliyah. Well, no, not Jewel, but her and Dana, her and Tasha St. Patrick. I feel like they was freezing out Aaliyah Nye for a little bit.
Probably. And then who gave her the green light? Who gave Dana the green light to come off the bench and just shoot whatever the hell she wants to? Becky. That's crazy. And she's too damn small too.
Mm-hmm.
She's too damn small.
You see why the Sky was so quick to get rid of her.
Bro, like she's just like, come on, what we doing here? What we doing here? Like, that's just evaluating. Also, the other thing, her coaching staff fucking sucks. You replace Tyler Marsh and Natalie Akasa with all these men from the NBA.
I don't even know these dudes.
Too many men on your staff. There's too many men on your staff. And then I forgot the one lady who been there forever. That's cool. I'm not sure what she does, but whatever. But there's too many men on your staff. Like, what you doing? Like at this time, it like to me, you're wasting Asia's year. Because honestly, if you look at Asia numbers, she's having a fucking MVP season. She can win MVP. If you look at her numbers, she absolutely had the numbers to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
Again,
you literally have the best player, the best women's basketball player on the planet, and you wasting a year. And Asia, to me, I know I don't want to put this on her because my sis is doing everything that she can. Because she do be honest. She was like, we got to just step it up, or we just gonna keep getting whooped. But it's like, if I was her, bro, I'll go in there, but I have everybody fired. I'm 10 seconds away from calling Mark and telling him to replace her goddamn body.
I'm saying it. I said this before.
But
I was like,
she's not that person. She loved
nope.
him and everything like that. But at the same time, it's embarrassing that honestly from the effort that they give and then the fact that they don't execute. To me, it's way bigger than the X and O's. It's way bigger than the X and O's. There's something wrong in that locker room or from the top down. There's a disconnect somewhere that is affecting the play on the floor. And that I think the ladies are all together. They like each other, but there's a disconnect somewhere from that locker room on down or on up. There's something.
Honestly, I wish I could pinpoint it. I mean, because I don't see a lot. I don't see any negativity. Like I said, the only thing that really kind of sort of gives me pause is like it feels like Jackie and Dana look off Aaliyah from time to time. But other than that, it seems like everybody's on the same page. And for just coming back to the talent evaluation thing, man, like you have had Kia Stokes and Kirsten Bell holding roster spots hostage for 4 years. I mean, look at the bigs that have come through there and have all been cut. Queen Egbuck.
Look, if you didn't. My problem with Becky, you don't even give nobody else no run.
She didn't even give poor Liz Kitley a chance.
A chance. You didn't even give her a chance. She coming off an injury. If she don't get consistent minutes, you would never see. And first of all, she did more in her little inconsistent minutes than fucking Kia Stokes have done in fucking 3 to 4 years. That girl don't do shit. She don't do nothing. She She averaged 0 points. She averaged single digit rebounds. She don't even rebound effectively. And she the tallest on the floor. She don't get no steals. She averaged less than 1 block. She don't do shit. So for her to get that type of playing time is crazy. And for you not to. That's why I said it's just all of that. The loyalty things to that is crazy to me.
She must got pictures. Her and KB must got pictures of everybody in that office.
So
ain't no way.
And don't get me wrong. They might be nice people, but nice don't win you fucking games. Nice don't win you games.
It's so crazy because I mean, the funniest thing to me is that they won a WNBA championship against the New York Liberty at full strength, mind you, with Aja Wilson playing with a messed up hand, Alicia Clark, who was 36 years old, Sid Colson, who wasn't getting enough minutes, honestly, and Kayla George. Kayla George outscored Brianna Stewart in an elimination game in the WNBA Finals. We forget that a lot. I mean, that type of vibe. That type of vibe is just missing right now.
Like it's the energy is off, but also how effective is it that your teammate is nice, but she's not effective in any kind of way. She's not a threat in any kind of way. Everybody you coming out to the game and it's already you starting 5-on-4. There ain't no room for Asia to operate. There ain't no room for Chelsea for movement of the offense because she's just there. And her player is just there. Her defender is just there. Her defender can fly around the floor. And the bad part is she don't even shoot. Like, what we doing? And then KB, it felt like she don't know nothing of the offense or the defense. She just run around. She looked like one of those kids on a damn little league basketball team and where you just say, run, just run. Just run around. Pass the ball. Run around. Like, she just don't know where the hell she's supposed to be. Dana's so damn small. She just like, oh, shot clock here, whatever. I can shoot it. I'm going to just chuck it up. No, what the hell are you doing? Who gave you a green light that much? That's crazy as hell. The only person that plays within the frame of the offense, thank God Meg is back. So Meg is back, Les is back. We'll see. I think Cheyenne announcing that she's pregnant threw them off because I think they would have looked a lot different. And that Becky was, to her credit, she was hoping Cheyenne was not pregnant because she would not have played Kia. Because I think she is frustrated with Kia. Like, I do think that she is. I don't think she should put her ass in the starting lineup, but I do think that she is frustrated with her. But that's
I'll give Becky credit for this. At least she shut up about it when Shy announced that she was with child. Maybe she does come back this year. I mean, I think she probably will try, but how effective will she be? That's the question.
Also, I think personally for me, I don't think Becky traded for Dana. I think that's a Nikki thing.
And that was a
Becky literally said, she was like, I would have kept Deja if I didn't have the guaranteed contracts or something alluding to that. She would have kept Deja.
Which is, I mean, that was so heartbreaking to watch because Deja was rocking. And remember, I said I wasn't sure she was going to be able to stick around.
They needed that youthful energy. Her, Aaliyah Nye, and Crystal Bradford, they had this energy that they gave to them.
I forgot about Crystal Bradford. They wasted her time.
Wasted her time. It was crazy because she paired well with Asia. In the few minutes that she got, she paired well with Asia because she took the pressure off.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't question if she was going to go to the basket and score. You didn't question if she was going to play defense. You didn't question if you're going to play hard. You didn't question none of that. And her defender had to respect that, she could put the ball in the basket. And she going to try to put the ball in the basket if you give her a little bit of room. You can't have somebody out there not scoring. Like, you can't.
Or if they're not going to score, at least play some defense and rebound.
She don't do nothing. And don't tell me that she's a great help defender. No, she's not. No, she's not. She don't block no shots. How you average less than one block? Okay, if I'm not going to score, I'm going to make sure I get extra possessions for everybody. Like Angel, right? Angel, like, hell, I'm not going to give y'all 30. Hell, I might not be able to give y'all 12 tonight. But I damn sure going to get anybody who can shoot, I'm going to give them extra possessions. I'm going to give my team extra possessions. Right? She don't even do that. How the hell you go in the game and you playing 20 some odd minutes, 15 minutes, and you got 4 rebounds? That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. So with the Aces, I think that whatever this year, let it play out. CBA, you're going to have to rebuild again.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to rebuild around Asia effectively. Keep Nalissa. I think she loves playing with Asia, and she can learn a lot from playing with Asia. Because Nalissa's on her last leg as well. We don't want to talk about it, but she is on her last leg. I'm not going to blame her so much for Dallas because that coach don't know what the hell he's doing. He don't know what to do with anybody. But from Indiana to the way the last year of Indiana played out to this last and getting traded, she need that guidance. Mm-hmm. And I think, and you could tell in the little minutes that she got, she playing effectively and she play efficiently with Asia. So keep her. And then if you do get Cheyenne Parker back, because I think that Cheyenne is a baller. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
She could knock that thing down from the 3. You don't question her toughness. She go in there bang, and she could play the 3 or the 4. Right? Because Tanisha had her playing the 5, which was nuts.
That's why she's not a head coach anymore.
Guess who Coach Steph she on?
Chicago.
Craziness.
Why, Tyler? we got to talk about these other teams. We probably had to do an Aces episode, a whole separate thing, but we got to get to the rest of the league. And so about Chicago, we've talked about their problems ad nauseum. I mean, Angels having a phenomenal year. Camilla's starting to come around, but The thing that hurt the Sky is that they have no point guard and they have nobody that can go get a basket.
They have a terrible GM. Yes. They literally have a terrible GM. Because who the hell trades the number 3 pick for goddamn Ariel Atkins? Are we serious?
Doesn't seem like it.
I'm sure, I am damn near sure that Washington Mystics would have took a second rounder, or if you had a late round pick for her. I'm sure that your number 3 pick, you're a young team, you're rebuilding. What the hell was she gonna do? Sloot already signed back, so that was your veteran leadership there. What the hell was Ariel Atkins gonna do? Yeah, shout out to her for protecting Angel, but I'm terrible. Just terrible. That GM is just bad. They fire Spoon. They trade their number 3 pick, and I don't think they don't even have their draft pick for next year, right?
That belongs to Minnesota.
So what the hell we doing? So they literally, in order for to get that back, we talked about it, they might have to trade somebody for that damn pick. And it's got to be probably one of the young ones. So,
either it's going to come down to, do you want to keep Angel or do you want to keep Miller? Because that's the only way you're going to get a first round pick of that magnitude back.
And my thing is this. Sloot is gone, right? And I think part of her ACL being torn is because they just compensated her at her age. Like, they had Sloot out there doing too damn much. To me, you're young. Play this season out. Start Haley Van Lith. Start her because she has chemistry with damn Angel, so they can run a fucking pick and roll and go to work, or they run a pick and roll there, or you could do a damn high and low with her and Camilla. Just simple.
Yeah, you're not gonna make the playoffs.
And damn near he was an idiot because he was starting Kia Nurse. I do not like her game at all. She's terrible.
Very.
Over Beck Allen. What are we doing here? Are you nuts? Like bro, I just his coaching staff stinks too. Shout out to Courtney Paris though. You know what I mean? That's Bay Area all day.
Oklahoma legend.
Yes.
Oakland too.
Legend. But I know her from my time playing at Piedmont. They used to go crazy. AAU also in high school. So her and her sister, but
you got the
rest of them people. Tanisha gotta go. Your daddy gotta go. I don't care if you get your daddy out of there. Daddy gotta go. What we doing? He need to rebuild his coaching staff, and also I think he handicapped himself. His coaching looked more like Becky's right now, and it's terrible. He's a terrible evaluator of talent and refuses to switch.
The smartest thing he did was move Angel out to the perimeter. That's it.
Made her a playmaker.
That's it.
Made her a playmaker. That now, shout out to Tyler, because that's what he did with Angel. Not with Angel, Asia. That's what unlocked Asia from Bill. Was it Bill and Beers?
Mm-hmm.
When Becky hired him, that's what he did with Asia and made Asia more of a playmaker and moved her out a little bit just from the post. So him doing that with Angel was perfect. You were right. That's it.
That's it. Other than that, there's just been
He got the same glasses I got. Go. Kick your daddy out. Go. Kick Tanisha out of there. She need to go find something. She need time off from fucking basketball, bro. It's bad.
I mean, you just get the sense that she really doesn't like what she does, which is weird.
She's a black omen, bro.
Because she was a championship player with the Storm. And it seemed like she was on a trajectory to be a coach, but she's probably just one of those ones that just can't relate to the modern basketball player. I think that's her problem.
Ego.
Yeah. Because because she absolutely pitched a fit when Asia put that 53 up on the Dream last year. Was it last year? Was it last year or year before last?
I think the year before, because she got into it with KP.
Yeah. Yeah, so whenever Asia put that 50 up on him, she got herself ejected being petty.
No, you think, man, okay, listen. just real quick. She was bad. She's a bad talent evaluator as well when she was a head coach because she wasted Haley Jones' time. She put Haley Jones as a point guard, bro. Haley Jones ain't never been no damn point guard. She wasted that entire dreams thing, and they stopped listening to her. It was crazy.
They tuned her out so bad. It was hilarious how bad they tuned her out.
So, bruh, swipe that.
Yeah. Cool. So the Sky, they're a team that's in, at least the Dallas Wings still have their pick, and they have some work to do. I mean, Paige is playing very well. No surprises there.
You got to fire the head coach.
One year in, he got to go.
They don't like him. They don't like him, and they don't respect him because they don't think he knows basketball. Well, he doesn't know basketball. I'm just going to be honest with you. He is a player development coach or an assistant. He is an assistant. Stop trying to make an assistant a head coach. Everybody who's an assistant doesn't need to be in a leadership position. That's in any field. So that's just is what it is. Some people, it has natural leadership skills. Some people do not. You are trying to make him a leader when he is not one. And he simply do not know what the hell he's doing on the basketball court. Because it was reported, what game was that, where Kurt called a damn timeout from his seat on courtside underneath the basket. He's bad for basketball. Now, Dallas, Kurt, the best advice I can give, you need to build around Paige skill set.
Really? That's simple. Yeah.
I think that it's time to move Tierra McCowan. Aces, I think that might be a good thing if you want a solid big, because I think that she'll play well. Lee Giroux was a great pickup, though. Shout out to that. Her and Paige, the connection that they have is crazy. That was one of the best pickups because it kind of unlocks Paige a little bit. And she can score as a big.
Yeah.
But you need to build around Paige. Paige, Dejanay, Leroux, them two damn rookies, Isaiah James and JJ, coming off your bench.
Yeah.
Everybody else is up for go. Because your damn coach keep playing Maisha Hines-Allen. What we doing here?
One of the dirtiest players in the league, by the way.
She is like, you know how they say, you know how you watch those videos and like a bull just lose control and just be running around, or a damn wild deer just jumps through a window in a restaurant or something and just be running around. That's what the hell she looks like. She just has no sense of direction. She just be running around, knocking people over. She looked like how her brother play on the football field, just tackling people. Crazy as hell. And he be giving her minutes. The last game I watched, they was in a tight game. And then the damn other team went on a run. And his answer was, hey, let's put Maisha and Hines-Allen in so they can stop it. Fire him. And the only people should be on the team is Paige, Dejanay, JJ Quinterly, Isaiah James, and Lee Giroux. Everybody else can go because Arike is not having a good season. And I think this is her last season, honestly, in Dallas. They should not re-sign her back to Dallas. If that's my personal opinion, I think she needs to go elsewhere, wherever that might be. Hell, Chicago, you might want to pick up the phone because I think she might be good in Chicago with Angel and them. But once you get a point guard, whatever. Yeah. Or take her ass to DC.
Yeah.
And put her around some other bigs. Sonya can put the ball in the basket, but she can also defend. And Georgia Amore going to come back as a true point guard because Georgia Amore, even though she can knock it down, she's a true point guard. She going to get everybody else open and everybody else the ball. Scoring is secondary for her.
Right.
Even though she can put the ball.
I was about to say she just happens to be very good at it.
Let Arike sign somewhere else. But that's it. Dallas is over. I know everybody's saying they should draft AZ Fudd because Paige and her go together. I'm glad they stopped calling her her best friend because what the hell we doing here? Is this the 70s? Yeah, like when your uncle got a roommate. Be for real.
Well, see, this is where I don't get in women's business, but I will say I hope that people let those two young ladies call it at their pace, because I mean, let's be honest about this. The worst thing that you can be as a women's professional basketball player is not appeal to the male gaze. These dudes who call themselves fans of basketball hate it because they can't have these ridiculous fantasies about women who don't want what they got. And I hope Paige and AZ and Dejanay and Alyssa and AT and DB and also Gabby and Marine, Ryan Rocco, why did he have to go and say that? And it was beyond me, but
okay, well, I didn't know about that, but yes. Okay.
You missed that? Oh, you missed that at the All-Star game?
I missed that whole thing, but I didn't know they dated, but friends, shout out to them, whatever. It don't matter. Listen, most of the damn people that watch the WNBA is LGBT, whatever, all them damn alphabets. All of them. Okay? When you go to the games, most of that's what's in there. Damn a male gaze, okay? Whatever. If you like somebody, look fine, whatever, that's on you. Whatever the case might be. I'm talking about basketball wise. I would love AZ to go run her own franchise.
Yeah.
We don't need a UConn background. You can have something that's like Sue Bird and DT type of situation. AZ need to get drafted by the Valkyries. I'm sure Steph is in that damn ear of the Valkyries because she is signed to Steph, the Curry brand. Bring her ass to the Bay, and we gonna stack this money, and we gonna stack them stands even more with the Valkyries.
We ain't even had a chance to talk about the Valkyries yet, but my thing is, how do they get there? Because Connecticut has the worst record in the league and is going to continue to have the worst record in the league.
Well, you got to think about this second year as a expansion, so they're going to have a top pick regardless, because technically their second year, the WNBA drafts by the 2 years. Mm-hmm. Their second year is still going to be a 0.
Okay.
So they still going to have a top 5, top 3 pick. So, honestly, and the Valkyries is another shocking team, to be honest with you. I love the crowd. Honestly, the crowd is the old Oracle. If you've never been to an old Oracle Warriors game, I'm not even a Warriors fan, but that thing used to rock. So that's kind of how it is. But they just a hard grit team. They need a star. They need a star player to fit around. I know Kayla Thornton got an All-Star. She's not a star player. I don't care what anybody says, and I don't care what she says. I'm glad she made All-Star, but she's not a star. So AZ, the new class that's coming in, I love Flaw J, man, Big Foe. Listen. That new class coming in is gonna be crazy, but I think it's just untapped potential. They're gonna have a top pick though.
Yeah, but let's talk about that, because we looked at what they were doing during like the evaluation period. Like they cut Cheyenne Sellers, they let Letitia and Mirhay walk at first, and it was like, what are they doing? Now they right in the playoff mix, and Natalie, it seemed like she was
her back.
Yeah, at least they did sign Letitia back.
LA balling out her mind. No.
Yeah.
Caitlin Chin. They signed Caitlin Chin back. Shout out to the Asian community in the city, because they showing out for Caitlin, man, at the games. I'm just gonna say, everybody. I'm from Oakland. I'm born and raised, baby. Bay Area. My family extends all around this thing. When I tell you the Asian community is showing up for Caitlin Chin and spending that bread for merchandise, oh, absolutely, it's in there. So I just love their team, though. Natalie Acosta, I know we gave her hell.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
And I apologize publicly. Okay, I just want to put it up there. I apologize publicly on Twitter when I did have it, and I apologize on Bluesky publicly. Okay, I'm just saying. But I think she got out of the Becky thing, right? Like, I just need to go. I need to just go do my thing. I see what they said about Cheyenne Sellers, because she didn't work out where she went to Atlanta. Yeah. I just think, though, she was not pro ready at Maryland. I think your college makes a difference. Your college coach makes a difference from there. When you are.
When you think about who Brenda Freeze lost in the transfer portal, Angel went to LSU. Shakira went to Ole Miss. Just saying.
Like, I just think that when she attract a lot of talent, I think just getting them pro ready, because who's the last pro ready Maryland had? Was Bree Jones and AT?
That's it.
So, and they're just naturally already gifted and talented. So I just think it's also that makes a difference. But at the same time, I just like the way the Valkyries are built. They have all of their role players. They have all their role players. They just need a star.
Yeah.
They need somebody who can go get their own damn bucket. They just need somebody who can go get their own bucket and go around from there. So they will have a top pick, though. Just to let you know, they will have a top pick because it's their second year of expansion. So you will have a top pick. And then, of course, you got your other expansion teams. You're going to have the Connecticut, the Dallas is in there. We'll see how the Sparks fill out.
We ain't even sure the Ace is going to make the playoffs. So
they're going to make the playoffs.
All right.
Now, where the hell they going to be in the playoffs?
We know another.
They're going to make it. They're going to be 7 or 8. They're going to be, I swear, they're going to be anywhere from 6 through 8. I promise you, that's where they're going to be. Now, I'm not sure how the hell it's going to fare out in the first round. But they're going to be anywhere between there. That's it.
And we got one more. Yeah, I want to talk about the Sparks really quickly before I move on to the last topic. But it just seems like that franchise can't get right since Candace left. I mean, you have Kurt Miller only lasted 1 year. Not surprised, really. But it seems like they're wasting Rakia. They haven't figured out how to best use De'Erica, and even though Azrae Stevens, another person who should have been an all-star, quite frankly. And, Lynn Roberts, she came from Utah, but I don't know if she's a pro coach either.
I think they need to fill out their team. Their health is crazy because they just got like a whole bunch of misfit pieces. You know how the best way I can describe the Sparks is, you know how you trying to wait to get paid for your paycheck, but you want to make a meal, but you don't want to spend your last out on the meal, so you take everything in the fridge and just put that shit together and put a meal.
Yes.
That's how the Sparks is. Like they just have all these random ass pieces together, trying to make a meal. So haven't really filled out. Cameron Brink is a major part of that. I think once Cameron comes back, right? And I don't want to put much on it, but you'll be able to fill it out. You can move Azrae to the bench as a bench player. Hamby and Cameron starting. Rakia at the 3. KP now you at the 2. She's not a point guard. The point is that they have her running point guard. She's not a point guard. We know that from the Aces time. She's a scorer, bro. Stop doing that. So they need a point guard. Her and Odyssey really didn't fit together, even though I'm sad about Odyssey. I love her. You know that. But they need a point guard. They need a true point guard who can't, because all the rest of them can put the ball in the basket. So they just need a point guard who can facilitate out their mind. Right? And then they can fill out the bench from there of, okay, who's going to replace Rakia when she needs a break? Who's going to replace Hamby when she needs a break? Who's going to replace the point guard when she needs a break? Who's going to replace KP when she needs a break to put the ball in the basket? That's how she can fill out. Right now, they got random ass pieces from the refrigerator making a meal. Okay, like
that's an interesting comparison, because I can definitely relate. I think we all can. But we're gonna get out of here on this note. Obviously, the big news of the weekend outside of the WNBA All-Star Game, which absolutely was hilarious because everyone enjoyed themselves, was the fact that there still is no CBA agreement. Now, I mean, the players, they standing on business. They wore warm-up shirts that say pay us what you owe us. Slim was walking behind Fee with her during her MVP presentation with the pay to player sign. So what do you think happens with this CBA thing? Do we have a lockout? Do we have a delay next year? Do you think they get it done? And just how big of a factor does Unrivaled play in this? Because we just saw that Unrivaled just signed a bunch of the new kids to NIL contracts. So this looks like serious business.
Fee and Stewie doing work with Unrivaled. Do you hear me?
Yes.
They have a great product there. It's not going to be a lockout because they just signed a big TV deal. You under the Mickey Mouse now. You're under the mouse now. Most of the games on ESPN, You got Prime, Amazon Prime deal. I mean, Amazon to where the Thursday game show on there. I think the Commissioner Cup, all that. They signed too big of a deal. It's just the ladies, they're underestimating. They're gonna take their ass to the woodshed. So you're gonna have to come. If they asking for 25%, they already know they lower number where they can negotiate to. NECA is smart. NECA graduated from Stanford.
Yep.
DGNA graduated from Stanford. Satu graduated from Oregon. These are top tier schools, business schools. Like, they're not just girls who play basketball. You're not talking to the NBA players.
Hello.
All of them girls are college graduates and graduated well with great grades. They're not idiots by a long shot, and they know exactly what they want. And let me tell you something, NECA has done a wonderful damn job because she has not only the current players on par, the retired players on par, and also the new ones that's coming in, which is nuts to say because all the girls in college is familiar with what's going on with the CBA. So I just think that they're going to come to a term. It's probably going to be somewhere in the off season. Because make sure of that. But the girls already know when you're negotiating, you're going to go high, but they absolutely are settled on a number where they know that they accept. And what's on the list. They probably asking for 20 things. They know that they're not going to get all 20. We want at least 15 of these. So what 15 do we want to pick? This. Okay, they give us this, and this. Which one will we interchange out? They're business minded. NECA is too damn smart.
Mm-hmm.
Her whole VP, Alicia Clark, all of them, they know the business. So stop. So I think they're going to come to something. They really are going to come to something. It just won't be, it's going to be in the off season. So we're not looking at nothing's going to be signed in the season. You probably look, something probably be signed between October, because it's technically this new CBA is not up till October, the old CBA. So you probably have something in October, or it might be November or December or something, or a little bit into the new year. You never know.
Yep. I'm interested to see how it plays out because I want to see these ladies get their money, and I also don't want to miss a W season either because I've always been a WNBA fan, but this recent generation of talent has just totally fallen in love. Like, I don't even give a damn what the Phillies do this summer because the Phillies have pissed me off enough. So they can go ahead and mess around, with the NL East all they want. I'm W focused all summer long. So I want a WNBA summer for 2026. So
we're like I said, it's I don't believe it's gonna be a lockout because the TV deal is too big and they have too much momentum from college. You got to think about the classes that coming in from college from next year. You got AZ, you got Big Foe, you got who else?
One of the Betts girls, right?
Olivia Miles. You have these people coming in. That's next year. The year after, you could possibly have Juju.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna risk no damn lockout.
Okay.
Not because they finally have connected the college game to the pro game. They finally have brought those fans from college over here. So I think we're gonna be they're gonna be fine. I don't think we're gonna do a lockout at all, but I do think that you probably won't see nothing until like later in the off season.
Well, that settles it. I mean, I'm not one of those people that's going to argue with Meek. I mean, she knows ball, she knows the business, and I'm going to ride with her on this one. So definitely want to thank you for coming on. We always have a good time doing these shows. We definitely going to run it back when we get closer to the playoffs. So if you are interested in telling people where they can find you, because I know you don't suffer fools gladly, where can they find you on social media?
You can do Bluesky or Bluesky. It's gonna be msmicaluv. It's msmicaluv. So you can find me on there. Of course, we always talking about hoop and other things. Yes, I am a Dislike Kia Stokes a fan club, probably the president of it.
Yeah, you do.
No, we do talk about a lot of stuff, man. I do give her credit when she do something good. It's not often, but I do. But yeah, thank you for having me on and everything. All-Star Weekend was this past weekend, which was fun. Shout out to Stud Buds. I'm so glad Because I don't think Courtney Williams still should have been an all-star, but I am glad that she was an all-star because, baby, that Twitch live.
They cut up. I promise you, I almost killed myself laughing when Natisha Heidemann asked Rakia, was like, "Is your mom here?" Rakia looked at her like she was about to strangle her. I was like,
no.
why are you trying to be that? Why are you trying to be the stepdad that stepped up? I mean, what's really good?
No, just real quick before we leave, baby, when they was in that hotel, Natisha Heidemann was on the road, so she said, she woke up the next day, she said, "Did I do anything embarrassing?" Courtney Williams turned around, she said, "You did a lot of embarrassing shit last night, twin." Like, bro, I was crying, but
when she was trying, when she tried to pull up on Angel, oh my God.
And so you ain't got enough money for me. Come on now, y'all. Go on now.
Good times. We wherever the WNBA All-Star game is next year, there needs to be a Stud Buds like studio or
I
section.
hope it's here in the Bay Area, man. Because I ain't gotta travel nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Even though Vegas is trying to go for it. Vegas, I heard, was a lot of fun last year, which it was. But I hope it's here in the Bay Area because Valkyries have a great crowd. They showing out attendance and everything. So we'll see for sure.
Yeah, I would love. I mean, I feel like I've never been to California, honestly, so I need to put that on it.
I mean, it's gonna be the coldest summer that you ever experienced, but still.
Hey, listen, I'm tired of sweating half to death. I mean, I don't mind an 80-degree summer. It doesn't bother me, but that's going to do it for this edition of the Chris 2 Cents episode. Meek, once again, thank you for coming on. Greatly appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we want to thank y'all for tuning in. All the contact information for myself and Meek will be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Tap the notification bell so you're notified of all the new content that drops on this channel. And don't forget to like and comment on these videos. I mean, we just spent an hour talking about the WNBA. We know you're going to find some stuff that you want to ask us about or just, keep the conversation going. So keep the conversation going in the comments. So thank y'all for riding with us. Until the next time we talk, y'all be good or be good at it.
Peace.